Tailgate here at the Upper Merion High School. It was amazing to see that. They brought chicken and there was sodas and hoagies and pizza.
That's right.
That just shows the love that this community has for our Norristown Eagles. I don't remember having a tailgate before our games, do we?
No, not at all. And you know,
all our parents were selling T-shirts back then.
That's right. That's right. But there's some people that are really stepping up here to help get this thing turned around. You know, and it's not it doesn't come down to one person. It's a community effort to get our program, you know, to where it needs to be. And in 2014, it's starting off well.
So far, so good. There's a lot of great things that are going on. A lot of great things that are going on in the community right now. I know you coach a lot with a lot of youth groups. I myself coach a lot of youth, and it's just good to see these kids out here playing ball on a Friday night.
Absolutely.
We waited 365 days to come back here, and here we are. We're back at it.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Quick pass there by Mobley, just thrown out of bounds.
And Joe, it looks, you know, Mobley, he's getting a pocket, but he's not getting that much time to get rid of the ball, and that's what you want if you're Norristown Eagles defense.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure in that backfield. They're actually getting through. Look at this side, number 80 there for Norristown. That's Perry, who I was talking about earlier. He's a first-year player.
That guy's a monster.
Excuse me, that's Darryl Carr. He's a first-year player. They have him listed here, 6'4", 225 pounds. That is a big boy.
Is 52, Isaiah Samuel making the tackle there. Isaiah Samuel.
He's a fire plug.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, that was a very aggressive play. You know, that guy really brought it there.
.11:33 and ticking here in the second quarter. Upper Merion at a first down, 10 to go, and the ball's on the 30-yard line. Mobley in the shotgun.
Little stretch run play here. Maybe a gain of 3.
Hand off to Isaiah Alicia again. And picked up about 3 there.
And Joe, you know, when you look at 52, Isaiah Samuel, he looks like a linebacker. He looks like D'Amico Ryans from the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean,
took the words right out of my mouth, Rick. I was gonna say he's got the same build of that.
Yeah.
Of D'Amico, and you watch D'Amico run on the field. He definitely resembles that lateral movement that young man has is absolutely incredible.
And he's a tank.
He is. He's a tank. He's a tank. He's a fire plug. Interception by number 7 for Norristown, Khalif Sinclair. This guy is having the game of his career.
You know,
we're not even through the second quarter yet.
Khalif is, you know, once again, I mean, I'm kind of impartial because I had the privilege to work with a lot of these guys, Joe. But Khalif is an amazing kid, and I'm really glad that he decided to get back into football and apply himself because he's so gifted. You know, he's such a gifted athlete, and you saw right there. I mean, you can forget about trying to run by him.
Khalif is listed at 5'10", 160. He made himself about 6'9" for that ball.
Got some hops.
He definitely has some ups on that. Norristown takes over on the 33. Hands it off to Davenport. He goes down, runs it right down the right side of that field.
Gain of 17. And they're
Pick
fired
up
up
17, over there. And the sideline is, you know, Rick, I was at both preseason games for the Norristown Eagles this year, and it was a little quiet. And, you know, there was a sense of maybe some nerves, maybe some insecurity, but the way it looks like over there from where we're standing, They're in good shape. They're in great spirits over there.
Absolutely, and you know, we also got to take into account in preseason and scrimmages, coaches aren't going to show everything that they got. You know, they're going to keep some stuff in their back pockets, and tonight they're pulling it out.
Handoff again to Davenport. Picks up maybe 12 on that one.
And you know,
another Eagles first down.
You look at that initially, Joe, and all you see, you might see the run from Corey Davenport, number 20, but when you look at that kick-out block by number 52, Isaiah Samuel, I mean, this he opened that hole up there.
Both sides of the field. He stops it, and he opens them up. 10:04 left in the second quarter here. Norristown, 1st and 10. Number 9, Robin Williams.
Still on his feet.
Running downhill, still on his feet.
Are you kidding me? What a
Looks
run.
like he.
And, you know, Joe, just for the general audience, I mean, I hope people understand that they are running one play. They're running one play. And they're running it perfectly. Upper Merion just having a hard time adjusting.
Ooh, Upper Merion was all over that one. Number 9, Robin Williams. Flag on the play. Looked like it might have been a face mask there, Rick.
Well, he got ganged up on there, so.
It's hard to see with all the blue jerseys there around number 9. Robin Williams listed at 5'5", 146. He runs like he's 6'4", 255, and a 4 flat 40 in a combine, that kid.
Davenport comes in back into the backfield.
Looks like it was a face mask against the Vikings. Pushing the Vikings back deeper into their own end zone here.
And, Joe, don't be surprised if you see yet another inside zone read. Or jet sweep. One cut. Number two.
Number 2.
Kamal Wallace. That's excellent footwork.
Kamal's lateral movement he cut right through everybody. Now the offensive line has picked up the pace, has gotten on board with each other.
What do you think? You think the Norristown coaches, the offensive coordinator, is in a groove or what?
Seems to be that way. I hope he told these guys over on the sidelines to start communicating. It looks like they have been. This whole drive has been nothing but a positive.
This is the first time we see Gorski under center. Quarterback sneak. Pushes forward for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Norristown Eagles.
That's Desmond Gorski. It's another talented kid, a 6-foot, 185-pound quarterback and free safety.
Gorski had a great push from his offensive line there. Those guys stood up the Upper Merion defensive line and literally pushed them right into the end zone. Norristown up 18-0, 8:25 left in the half. PAT, Hammer's back out there, number 22.
Quick flag.
On the play. Legal procedure against the Norristown Eagles. Made his job a little bit harder, Rick.
Yeah, and we have yet to convert an extra point attempt, so they definitely didn't do him any favors here. Those points can come back to hurt you, Joe. But a Hammer handles that easily.
How about that? Took him back a little bit, gave him some cushion.
Maybe that's what he needed. He needed to move back a little bit.
He needed to move back a little bit. Short game's not so good. Long game, perfect. That was great. Great kick by that young man, Hammer. 8:25 left here in the half. Norristown's up 19-0 against the Upper Merion Vikings. Well, is it what you thought you were going to see tonight from the Norristown Eagles?
Quite honestly, I wasn't expecting, this early. However, I knew that Coach Powell was going to run some spread offense, and if you can run the spread effectively with the athletes at Norristown, you're going to have good results.
How about this for some of these young men being with Coach E.J. Smith for the last 3 years and then having a new coach come in and change their offense around a little bit?
Yeah.
Does it rattle your cage as a player, do you think?
You got to be willing to buy in. I mean, in my opinion, if you buy into the system, you're okay.
With a score like 19-0 in their first game here, away game, it looks like they bought in pretty well. That kickoff there, number 33.
That was on the coverage. That was 32 and 16 for Norristown. Bryce Bird and Simeon McCray. Nice coverage by those guys.
8:18 and a half. Ball's on the Upper Merion 30.
Joe, I'm impressed with, and this is more your expertise, I'm impressed with how physically prepared Norristown looks. More than X's and O's. I mean, looks like the coaching staff did a great job getting these guys in shape.
The conditioning is definitely well out there. These guys have not stopped. There's some guys playing both sides of the ball and have not taken a play off at all.
And we got some back and forth between a Norristown player and an Upper Merion player. And
there's a flag on the play.
Hopefully this here is just a warning penalty where they'll notify both teams that they're not going to have that. Otherwise, it'll
just unnecessary stuff. Unnecessary.
You can expect that. You can expect that in an Upper Merion Norristown game. A little pushing and shoving. I mean,
it's all in good fun, right?
But I mean, these guys are. This is just good football out here right now. If you're a Norristown fan, maybe if you're an Upper Merion fan, not so much.
The sideline's alive over there on the Norristown side. Looks like Norristown has a dead ball personal foul.
And that's, you don't want to take those. You don't want to take those.
And football is definitely a game of inches. You start handing away yards at a clip, it can run you into some trouble.
And all of a sudden, the ball spotted on the 48-yard line.
All the way from the 30.
And this game is far from being a done deal here. There's plenty of football left at Upper Merion Stadium in King of Prussia.
8:01 left in the half. Mobley, the shotgun. He takes it out to his right with the option. Dumps it off to number 25, Alicia. Picks up about a 2-yard gain there.
And that was number 3, Marcus Saletta, making the play there. And, that's you got to have that kind of speed to string out the speed option. They
definitely ran him all the way into the sidelines.
Yep.
If they went any farther, they'd be up in the box with us.
Some confusion on the Norristown D-line. Looks like they got it situated.
Mobley hands off to number 25.
And there's a fumble.
Again, fumble on the play. Upper Merion recovers the ball, number 51. Zach Lane with the recovery. Loss of 2 there for Upper Merion, Rick.
And I'm just...
Third and 10.
I'll say it again.
Third and 11, excuse me.
I'm really impressed with the discipline on the Norristown defense, staying in their lanes and gap assignments.
Number 80 out here on the end, Darryl Carr. Play action pass by Mobley. Nobody there. He was looking for Thornton again. Looks like it just fell apart. The coverage was spot on, huh, Rick?
Nah, actually, he had a man open. He had a man open, and he had a little bit of time, Joe. But I think that that throw was a byproduct of the pressure that was put on early by the Norristown defense.
They flushed him right out to the left side of his line, and he just didn't have anywhere else to go. Had to get rid of the ball.
And there's a timeout on the field.
Norristown calls a timeout. 6:58 in the second quarter. Norristown's up 19-0. Norristown looks like they're in good shape. They haven't, nobody looks like they're extremely tired right now. You know, the motors seem to be running really well.
Well, they, you know, the athletes in Norristown and you know, they are top tier athletes for the high school level. I mean, a lot of these guys compete in basketball, track, wrestling, shot put, you know, whatever. These and the coaching staff has done a great job in bringing that out, Joe. And you know plenty about the personal fitness, and
it's more about being an athlete and less about being a one sport athlete. If you're an athlete, you can handle yourself on a basketball court, a volleyball court, football field, tennis, anything.
Yeah.
Looks like Upper Merion's opted to punt.
Oh, and the
blocked by number 73.
I have his name here. Oh, we have difficulty finding that player's name, but we will get it and give him his just due, because that was an excellent play.
What an incredible block by that young man, number 73.
And, you know, and Joe, with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second quarter, 19-0 Norristown Eagles, that's a huge play, because now you can get up there and try to punch it in again.
Taking over on the Upper Merion 46-yard line. Up, flagging on the play here.
Davenport's ready to roll.
He was ready to go. Little extracurricular activity after the play there. You know, football's a tough sport. You have to keep your wits about you, and you also have to be very cerebral when you're on the field and try to keep your emotions contained, but also you have to be, you know, explosive at the same time. So there's a fine line there between necessary and unnecessary.
Right. I think you're describing controlled aggression.
That's right. Norristown in the shotgun. Hands it off to Davenport. Right up the middle.
It's about a 9-yard gain there.
9-yard gain. Cuts that penalty right in half.
And they're in you look at the body language of the Norristown Eagles. They're in there in a huddle, high-fiving each other, you know, talking each other up. You know, these guys are moving with some bounce in their step, and that's what you want to see first game.
I talked a little bit with Coach Jason Thompson for Norristown about the morale of the team, and they said we're getting it together. We're getting it together. You know, we're new coaches, and we have that feeling of the morale's there and the team is there, and they really are getting that camaraderie again with each other.
And you know, Joe, that's half the battle in football. You know, you got to have a team and a family.
That's right.
As number 9 from Upper Merion, Ryan Thornton comes off the field after his helmet rolls around there, and that's a big loss for the Upper Merion defense, even if it's just for a play.
Yeah, I agree. He's been all over the field. Handoff number 9 for Norristown, Robin Williams.
Looks like number 50, Nate Morris, the second, made the play for the Upper Merion defense. puts Norristown in a 4th and short situation.
Picked up a couple there for Norristown. On the 37-yard line, Upper Merion 37-yard line with 5:19 left in the half. And 4th and 2. Do you go for it?
Yeah, when you're absolutely
up 19-0 right before the half.
Absolutely.
5 minutes left.
Absolutely. Why not?
That's the Norristown way. Right up the gut, get to 2. Wouldn't be surprised if they give it to number 9 again. There he is. Well,
Motors are ahead for about 6.
A little more than 2 there. Robin Williams picks up about 6 yards there and definitely converts the 4th down.
You know, until the defense can prove that they can consistently push back against the offense, you're not going to do anything other than go for it in 4th and short situation in your own territory. Excuse me, in your opponent's territory.
Yeah, when your offensive line is just moving their feet, pushing people around, getting the job done, especially in the trenches there, and you have that kind of confidence in your offensive line. I'm going to run the ball on 4th down every time.
Oh, they're road graders.
That's right.
You got a pulling guard here, 56 leading away for Davenport around
There's
the corner.
Davenport around the corner again.
And there you go. And that's what you get.
Look at that downhill running by Davenport. A 2nd touchdown of the night. What an amazing play by Davenport. How about that blocking on the right side of the line?
Tyree Perry clearing away.
Tyree's a big boy at 6'1", 210.
And then
that offensive tackle, he came around and just cleared house.
Did you see how he was moving?
Yeah, he was running down the field. I thought he was trying to catch up to them. He might have thought he was carrying the ball. With 4:12 left, Norristown's up 25-0.
And here's Norristown again for the 2-point conversion. Gorski to pass. Fall short intended for Derek Cross.
Looks like the play was knocked down by number 2, Alex Del Gidice.
You know, and if you're Upper Merion, I mean, obviously this isn't the way you want to open your season at home in front of your home fans, and especially against a longtime rival. I'm sure Upper Merion was expecting different results earlier, but there is still a second half of football to play yet.
With 4:12 left in the first half, Rick, I'm sure they're going to go back in halftime and reevaluate some things. You really have no choice when you're down 25-0. It's one of those things where you just reevaluate your game plan.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Joe. If you can't, if you're not prepared to defend that zone read, you know, you're not going to go in halftime and make that adjustment.
Norristown has just really been running all over them.
But there's a big kick return there.
The flag on the play. .403 left here in the first half.
You know,
see what the referees have to say about this flag.
Oh, it looked like there was a holding
against the Vikings.
That'll back them up. And you know, Joe, the point that I was making about making them adjustments to defending the inside zone read. I mean, either you're scraping to the ball with your defensive end and outside linebacker, or you're not. I mean, and that's something that you already know how to do. You know. But I'm sure Coach Hussein over on the Upper Merion side of the field, he'll take a look at things and make some adjustments. Ra was a phenomenal player. Ra is Coach Hussein for Upper Merion. He was a phenomenal Norristown player. Actually, Joe, he was my host on a recruiting visit at Bloomsburg.
Really?
Yeah. Really good guy.
Ra was his first year as coach at Norristown was my freshman year at Norristown. That was his first year back in 2000.
And I bet you picked up a lot from that guy.
I did, definitely. He was definitely an intense coach, and made you want to show up every day and work as hard as possible, give the 120% that's needed to play Norristown football.
Absolutely. It's like number 4 creeping in for the Norristown Eagles. Ball's in the air. Marcus Saletta was chasing it down. He was trying to get. You gotta look at the energy these guys are playing with. Saletta's running all over the place. The littlest guy on the field.
Littlest guy on the field.
Running all over the place. And now Upper Merion's in another bad situation. 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12.
Ball's back on their 25.
And now Norristown's going to sit, drop coverage, and then play pass.
Mobley directing a little bit of traffic out there.
Seems to be actually a little bit of confusion. Close to delay a game here. It's got to be. And he just gets it off.
Mobley scrambling out. Taking off down the field.
This kid's got wheels.
The 40 crosses the 50. Gets to the 53-yard line, 51-yard line, excuse me. Great play there by Mobley.
He broke contain, and Joe, as you mentioned earlier, Joe, he's a great athlete, and a guy like that, if he breaks contain, you lose contain on him, you're gonna get burnt.
Yeah, his dad is actually one of the coaches on the Upper Merion coaching staff, and I had the pleasure of talking with him earlier this summer about his son and his training and his workouts, and he puts the time in, and it's one of those things. You see the benefits of putting the time in and day out, 365 days a year.
Having a dad as a coach, you kidding?
That helps. Yeah,
doesn't get better than that.
You can't get away with anything. Sorry, folks. We got carried away a little bit with our conversation. We missed the block in the back by Norristown.
No such thing as getting carried away with football conversations.
That's
you
true.
Kidding? That block in the back.
Love of the game, Rick. What can we say, right?
That block in the back was actually on Upper Merion. And look at him run that option. Look at it. Oh.
Mobley picks it back up. Picks the yardage right back up.
I'll tell you what, Norristown defense dodged a major bullet there. Mobley lost his footing on the cutback, and Norristown was fortunate because
Upper Merion picks up that first down there with 2:52 left in the half. Norristown's still up 25-0, but we're looking at a little momentum change here. Upper Merion at the Eagles' 45-yard line. Handoff to Richards, just stuffed at the.
Number 34, Deavante Lloyd, comes up and fills the hole in that play, and he brought some boom with him there.
That was a great hit by him, huh?
Oh, yeah. Deavante's another great athlete. He's also he's an outstanding baseball player as well.
Kept his feet moving and wrapped his arms. Couldn't get more textbook than that. 158 and ticking here in the half. Mobley in the shotgun. Airs it out.
And on that play there, you got to admire the pass rush of Darryl Carr. I mean, a kid's coming with so much speed off of the end there, and the Upper Merion's quarterback, Mobley, he's been under so much pressure every time he's dropped back, and Carr is a big reason for that.
He just needs more time. He just needs more time. Norristown's really putting some pressure on these guys tonight.
The advantage goes to the defense, definitely on in these types of situations where the offense is one-dimensional and it's forced to throw the ball for the most part.
Mobley with the snap, hit by number 15.
Hit hard by number 15. Recovered by 66.
Justin Bird with the major hit on Mobley. Knocks the ball loose. A flag in the play.
Was that Josh Heath on the fumble recovery, number 66? That's what I mean about bringing the speed off of the edge. And the offense being one-dimensional, having the pass, you know, that works in Norristown's favor.
Number 15, Justin Bird, coming from the backside and just blasting Mobley, knocking the ball loose. What a great hit. Great pickup of the fumble. Norristown takes over on the Upper Merion 44. 1st and 10 for the Norristown Eagles. 1:36 left in the half.
Gorski drops up. Nearly had Cross. Cross had his man beat. Appeared to me as a little bit of contact, but not so, says the ref.
Number 5, Derek Cross, really got downfield on that.
What's the, Joe, let me ask you, what's the thing that stands out the most to you right now? Like, what do you see? What trait of the Norristown Eagles football team do you see so far?
You can feel the spirit, Rick. You can feel the spirit and the momentum of the team, the intensity. Just looking from up here, these guys have that will to win. And Davenport breaks it again, just takes it down the field, spins off, dodged four defenders in that.
There's a flag down. That may negate the run, the effort by Davenport.
What a great run by Davenport. 1:19 left here in the half. Norristown still up 25-0. We'll see what the referees have to say about this penalty. Looks like an illegal block in the back.
So that's going to negate the run.
Well, I think we said it before. We open up a little bit of cushion, take it down the field again, and then, you know, I expect him to hand it off to Davenport at least 1 or 2 more times before this half's out.
Well, there's no evidence out there whatsoever that says Upper Merion can do anything to defend what Norristown's doing right now.
That's right.
Got a jet sweep out here. Number 13, Monte Handy. Picks up about 9.
Great gain there.
I mean, you're ripping off 9 yards of carry. You know, what more can you ask for? And Joe, when I asked you what trait was sticking out to you, if I had to answer that question, I would say right off the bat, the team speed. The team speed is what you expect from Norristown.
You're referring back to the Troy Swinbergs, the James Jacobs. Monte Handy on the carry, takes it down to the 15-yard line. What a great pickup there by Monte. 33 seconds left in this half. Looks like he had an equipment malfunction. He's running off the field with his helmet.
Norristown trying to hurry up and punch it in here before the end of the half.
Looks like timeout Upper Merion. 27 seconds left here in the half. Norristown's up 25-0 on the 15-yard line with a 1st and 10 to go. I mean, they definitely want to punch this in before the half. Yeah, Rick, to go back to the speed comment that you had, I can 100% agree with that. These guys have been on top of their game the whole game. They actually have. It seems like they have picked up momentum as the game went on. Usually, by the halftime, you're a little bit winded. You might be a little sore already, getting bumped around a little bit, and they've picked up more speed as the game went on.
They are definitely prepared for this first game
well
here.
Well prepared. I agree.
And Upper Merion has also compounded that with the fact that they've been able to make no adjustments to what Coach Powell and the Norristown Eagles are doing here. And, give credit where the credit's due. Coach Powell is really got these guys ready to work.
.27 seconds left here in the half. Norristown on their own 15 here. Upper Merion's 15, excuse me. Little fumble.
Little extracurricular after the loose ball recovered by Gorski.
Gorski did the right thing there by just getting on top of the ball, saving the ball.
Absolutely.
With 19 seconds left, you can,
there's no play to be made there.
Not at all.
You try to pick that ball up, you mishandle it, and somebody else scoops it up from Upper Merion, take it back, and scores. Oh, your Coach Powell's going to give you an earful. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the way of that, man.
How about the crowd that's here, out in support and masses from Norristown. I mean, this is what you want to see if you're Norristown as they start to rebuild the program here.
At an away game at that, Rick. I mean, listen, Norristown and Upper Merion are separated by two bridges, the DeKalb Street Bridge and the Dan Howard, but it's an away game regardless.
Oh.
And Norristown has definitely shown their support by coming out to this game here on this amazing Friday night.
I don't know if the viewers at home have the camera angle of the concession stands and the bleachers in front of us, but I mean, when I tell you this place is packed, I mean, there's a nice crowd here. Norristown back in the spread. Gorski rolls out. Looks like he's going to keep it, and he's chased down. It's like number 5 for Upper Merion on the tackle. Andrew Del Gaducci. I hacked his name. Help me out here, Joe.
Del Judice. Del Judice. Number 5?
There you go.
Yeah. Andrew Del Judice.
There you go.
Kid sounds famous. 9 seconds left in the half here. Norristown's trying to punch it in.
And they're bringing the hammer out here.
It's hammer time. It is hammer time.
Shane Hammer going to attempt, looks like about a, where are we at here? 28-yard field goal. The ball's on the 15. Give it 10 for the end zone, 3 for the spot. 28-yard field goal.
Yep. Kicks off.
And he's going to fall way short.
A little short.
I saw where that ball was spotted. The laces were facing him. Kickers don't like the laces in.
What was that movie?
Ace Ventura. Yeah.
Laces out, Dan. Well, with 9 seconds left here in the half, Norristown misses the field goal. Upper Merion will take over on their 15-yard line.
And you got to wonder if Upper Merion is just going to be content to take a knee and try to make some adjustments at halftime.
What do you do in this situation? Do you just go for it?
Now, you don't. I mean, you don't want to try to make a play here in a predictable situation and give Norristown an opportunity to make their own play.
Right.
Khalif Sinclair or Marcus Saletta or any one of these guys on the Norristown Eagles defense.
Number 15, Justin Bird. He's been part of a lot of tackles.
Don't let me forget Justin Bird. I mean, these guys get the ball in their hand on an interception or a fumble because you tried to make a play. They could take it to the house.
That's right.
And it appears Upper Merion's going to come out in the spread. 2-by-2 set.
3 seconds left here in the half, Rick. Intercepted.
No, it hit the ground, but that's my point exactly right there.
I have a bad angle over here. You have a better angle than I do.
No, but that's my point. He could have picked that ball, and that's
so if that happened, like we said, could have gone the other way.
Upper Merion dodged a huge bullet as Norristown sprints into the locker room. 25-0 lead. What do you say, Joe?
We'll see you after the half.